Okay, Daddy. I will be a nice flower for killing your better.
You love Daddy?
Mm-hmm.
You winking at him? Blow him a kiss.
Yeah, I can.
You wink at him, let's see.
Video journal number 4. Just watched that video. I haven't seen that in a while. Zoe's mom sent that to me. She was so cute and cuddly, but I was in the hospital, I think, and she was telling me that I'll feel better, and how I felt after watching that video. Emotional. Like, I try to avoid feeling like this is my last will and testament, I guess you can say I'm kind of superstitious that way. I don't want to, I don't plan big surgeries around holidays and stuff like that, because if something goes wrong, I don't want it to forever be etched in somebody's mind, But I sometimes feel like this is like my last will and testament to my daughter. Like, hopefully, bright side, being optimistic, is that we can watch this together and have a good cry, but there's a chance things could go sideways, and this could be the only memory she has of me, and that is heartbreaking, because I want to, see her grow old. I want to be with her when she's going through her prom and threatening to beat up the prom date, and going through college and being a resource for her as she's growing up, being there for her when she's married and the birth of my grandchildren. That's been my prayer for the past 8 years. Like, who in hell thinks they're going to get cancer? Especially before they're 50. But here I am, I was talking to my cousin yesterday, Vid, and one thing he mentioned that really stuck out was, it's a lot to unpack, is that generations of I'm fine, even when things are not fine, having to be tough internally. It makes it hard to reach out. It makes it hard to, I've been contemplating whether to even make all this stuff public, right? Why? Because I'm fine. When I'm not fine, the stuff that goes through my head, is this the last Christmas? This is the last New Year's? This is the last moment I'm going to have? And it's not so much about my future, the things that I believe I could accomplish, but I never did. But it's more so the relationship I have, And right now, my daughter is the most important relationship that I have right now. Not to diminish all the other relationships that I have, but most of them are adults that live their lives, or they're living their lives, and they don't depend on me, and they're not my seed, And I am no way being negative. I don't want to be negative, but I want to live. I don't want to die. That's been my fear since I was a kid, is dying. Not so much, let's be honest, as much as I am a believer, we just don't know what's out there. I think Sam Cooke says, and the change is going to come, we don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's our hope that there is a God and there's Jesus and that there's a resurrection and salvation, but we don't know. It's been hard on me, being brave and being stonewalled to people who don't know me, and those who do know me being brave and cracking jokes. And I remember my uncle Jeffrey, he was living with HIV. It turned to AIDS. I was 18 and me and my dad went to go see him at his apartment. And he lost all this weight, you know. And him telling me that he was going to live until I graduate. And he died on the day I did graduate. But how he faced, you know, the inevitable. He was very brave, but like when inside, it just tears you up. Not knowing that this was the last time I'm going to see people that I love, talk to people that I love. So unpacking generations of I'm fine, you know, that's something that my cousin and I was talking about. Our parents, you know, particularly our mothers went through, you know, rough childhood, but I'm fine. Being fine in all this when I know I'm not, you know, and then doing these journals, like, I want people to see it, but then I don't, you know, because I'm fine. How do I, you know, I have dreams of people, like reaching out to people, and in my dreams, they all reject me. So I guess that's the fear, you know, behind it, is that even when I'm not fine, I'm still being rejected, because it's not that I want you to cuddle me and to coddle me. I just want you to be there with me because I care about you, and that's the one thing I'm concerned about. This delay in treatment strategy is getting me up, you know, like how my mind processes. There's a problem, what's the solution? Well, you gotta wait 6 weeks to find a solution. I don't even know what stage I'm in. All I know is that I have 2 spots that are very aggressive. Have they been there for years and I didn't know, or have they popped up in the last couple of months and they're just so aggressive that it's going to take over and spread throughout my body? I think about that, you know, and I'm scared. I'm scared that I might not make it through. And I want to make it through. I honestly do. But I'm scared, you know? After all the prayers and the people talking, what it boils down to is just me alone facing this thing and not knowing what the outcome is going to be. And that hurts, because I need to know how it's going to end up, and I don't. I need to know my daughter's going to be okay. She's going to know me. And case in point, today, like, she's an ass, like I am, right? Like, she sent me this video last night. I didn't get a chance to look at it. I looked at it, and I was like, you know, so she I text her during her school time and she responded. I'm like, put your phone up. She's like, well, don't text me. I'm going to miss that. I'm going to miss her smart remarks. And I'm sorry. This is not a last will and testament, but I'm just trying to journal or chronicle what I feel at the time. I feel scared and I feel like unsure. And I think that really scares me the most because I don't know what the future is going to hold. I'm in school, I'm working, so I've had to put those feelings to the side while I try to, by the way, I'm damn near failing and I got a 61 in accounting too. It's not so much that I don't know it, it's just that it's hard to concentrate, it's hard to focus, you know, when you're thinking, when you have these thoughts in your mind. So I'm trying to get through this. I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to reach out in the Al way that I know how. But it's not helping me. It's not, there's no salve, you know, there's no healing of the heart, because the heart doesn't know what the future's gonna hold, what the future's gonna bring, and that to me is probably the worst thing that I can go through, me, because I need to see the future.